Hey guys, what's up? My name is Bridget Carl. I am super excited to bring you this fabulous hip stretch. Take a moment of your day, morning or night, to go through this, especially if you've been having knee pain, hip pain, lower back pain, or even some ankle pain, right? So the general rule of thumb is that if your knee is hurting, it generally, more times than not, is not actually the knee, right? The whole body is one big chain and everything is connected. So if you're having issues with your knee, I generally tell my clients to either look above or below it. Now, how the body and the chain works is it alternates. So your ankles are supposed to be mobile, your knee is supposed to be stable, your hip is supposed to be mobile, and then your low back is supposed to be stable, so on and so forth up the body. Now, what I see a lot of times is people sit at their desks all day and the mobile hips turn into static hips, right? They turn stable. Therefore, our low back has to compensate and get really mobile when it's supposed to be stable. So today what we're going to do is we're going to get some mobility back in those hips. We're also going to stretch out the calves. We're going to work some ankle mobility as well and get everything nice and loosey-goosey, getting you ready for the day and getting into your workout. Come on, join me. Let's get started. All right, friends, we're going to start in a child's pose. So bring your knees nice and wide. Make room for those hips. If they're really narrow, you might not have as much hip mobility. So let's take them nice and wide. No shame in that. Bring your toes to touch and back, and then walk your hands all the way out in front. Rest your head down on the ground, forehead on the floor, and then press through your fingertips so much so that your elbows come up off the ground. Take a nice big deep breath. Inhale. Puff up your belly, and then exhale, inch your fingertips forward, and then exhale your hips back a little bit further, finding a nice long line from the nape of your neck to the tip of your tailbone. Take a couple nice big deep breaths here. Thinking about opening up your chest, so squeeze your shoulder blades behind you, and then pull your shoulders down out of your ears. Try not to move your fingertips. Yes! Inhale. Exhale. On our next inhale, we're going to come on up to a tabletop. So find a tabletop position here. If this is really aggressive on your wrists, I'm actually going to show you a kneeling cat-cow. If you know what a cat-cow on your tabletop is, great, do that. But kneeling, we're going to keep our knees just exactly how we are. Tent our hands out in front. We're going to curve our spine, shine our chest forward, pull your hands down so that you open up your chest, and then exhale, round your spine, tuck your pelvis up and under, and then drop your chin into your chest. Really thinking about rounding your spine. Inhale, look up. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Open up your booty. Yes, shine your booty to the back of the room. Exhale down. That's right, I said it. Round the spine, curve the back as much as you can. Inhale one more time. Inhale, open up the chest, roll the shoulders back. Imagine somebody's pulling your shoulders back, just like that. Exhale, round the spine. Nice job. From here, come on back to neutral. Place this left hand in the center, just a little bit out in center. Right hand is going to come behind your head. We're going to open up the T-spine. So what I want you to think about is keeping your hips even. Elbow comes back. Look all the way up and back. See how far you can open this chest. And then exhale, elbow down to the hand. Now, if you don't go all the way down to the hand, that's okay. If you can, great. Inhale, reach the elbow back. Exhale, keep the hips nice and stable. Equal weight through both of the legs. Thinking about keeping both hip points facing the front of the room. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale down. Rotate down. Beautiful. Plant the hand just about in the center. Switch sides. Hands behind your head. Elbow out to the side. Open up the chest. Push down through this right hand. Open the left elbow. And then exhale, sink. Maybe you find a little bit more range of motion each time. That's beautiful. That's why we're here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, open, reach, open the chest, shine the heart to the side of the room. Exhale, sink down maybe a little bit further. Inhale. Last one. Exhale, elbow to hand. and set it down. Kind of shake it out here. Always an option to take fists instead of placing your hands all the way down if you've got some wrist issues. Otherwise, we're going to go into an adductor rock. So from tabletop, the right leg comes out to the side, toes face forward. Untuck the back toes and sink back, almost like a child's pose. However, we have that leg out to the side. So you should feel a nice stretch right here. Just take one breath. Inhale and exhale. Drop the head. On your next inhale, we're going to shift our weight into our hands ever so slightly. Rock forward, hips come forward. You can squeeze the butt a little bit and then send it back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward, finding mobility and space in your hips. Exhale back. One more time. Inhale, feel that stretch in the inside of the leg, finding the mobility in the hips. Exhale back. Bring it on in to find neutral, and we'll switch sides. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Gorgeous. Last one here. Come back into neutral and then find a tall kneeling position. From here, we're going to take our right leg forward into a half kneeling. Boom. We're going to tuck the back toes. In tucking the back toes, you're going to find more stability through your core. You're also going to work on that toe mobility and toe strength, which in the chain of life, aka your body, is the first joint that's super important, right? Beautiful. Okay, so let's tuck the back toes. Find a neutral pelvis. Squeeze the core, squeeze the left butt cheek. The right hand is going to go on the inside of the right thigh. The left arm is going to go all the way up. Reach up and over on a 45-degree angle as your arm reaches down. So right arm down, left arm up on a 45. Inhale, exhale, come on back to center. We'll do it one more time on this side. Inhale, reach. Squeeze your left butt cheek as you do all of this, right? So squeeze your left butt cheek, reach the right arm down, left arm high, squeeze your core. Exhale, come on back down to center. Gorgeous. Untuck the back toe. Come on back. Shake it out. We'll go to the other side. Left leg forward, right leg back. Tuck the back toes, left arm on the inside of the thigh, right arm all the way up. Inhale, reach all the way up on a 45 as the left arm goes down. Again, squeeze the right butt cheek. Hold here, inhale, and exhale. Come on back to neutral. We'll do that one more time. Readjust the pelvis, squeeze the core. The more you squeeze your booty, the longer this front muscle gets, right? If we squeeze here, this lengthens and vice versa. So really think about squeezing that butt, tucking the pelvis. Let's go one more time. Inhale, reach. Lower that left hand, reach up and over for a beautiful side stretch. Open up the chest, squeeze the right butt cheek. Yes. Oh God, this is like one of my favorites. Exhale down. Gorgeous. We're going to come into a half splits. So from here, just extend through that front leg. Again, keep those back toes tucked and then flex the front knee. You can have your hands tented out in front here. That's, I think, where we're going to start. And then think about rounding your spine and then flattening it out. So like we did earlier with the cat-cow, I want you to really find that rounded spine, and then ideally try to see if you can drop your belly and roll your shoulders back and shine your chest towards your toe. Now think about pulling your left hip backwards. Yeah, so pull it back, right hip forward, and then see how that feels in this half splits. Point the toe and flex it. You might feel really nice in the pointed. You might feel really crappy in the flexed. That's what we're working towards, yes. Now check in with that spine. Inhale, nice flat back. Exhale, round the spine. Take the hands back and then come on back up to half kneeling. Oh yes, oh yes. We'll go to the other side here. So start in that half kneeling, tuck the back toes, extend that front leg out. In this position, you'll see that my left hip is right over my left knee, and then we're gonna walk it on out. Hands are tented out just next to my heel. All right, let's fix that back. Round the spine, this little cat-cow. Inhale, and then exhale, roll the shoulders back, drop the belly, shine your heart towards your toe. Hold here. And then let's check in with our hips. Shift that left hip forward, right hip back. So really send this right hip backwards. The left one will come forward naturally. Oh yeah, ha ha. Now let's flex and point the toe. Ah, easy. Ah, I feel this way back here. Oh my goodness. Every time I flex my toe back, I actually start to round my spine. So maybe that's something that you feel as well. It doesn't have to be fixed today, right? So like that's why we're here. But these are all really great things to be aware of and to work towards, because the more you do this video, the more this is going to be like, oh yeah, I'm amazing. I'm fantastic. Yes. And you're going to feel really good. You'll start to notice a difference. Another option here, if you check in with your spine, round it and then flatten it. And then when you flex your toes towards your shin, if you bend your knee a little bit, that's okay. You'll start to feel a stretch back here, and that's fantastic. Super legal. Awesome. Let's bring it on back. Woo, however you want to get out of it. Come on out of it. Shake it on out. You can sit on back down. Lots of knee stuff. Grab a mat if you need it. We're going to go into hip cars. So we're just going to do some internal and external rotation of the hips. We're going to be in a tabletop position. So option to take those fists. Otherwise, making sure that your knees are hips width distance apart, so they're right underneath your hips. You're going to lift one leg out to the side, making sure not to sink into this hip. So we're standing up nice and tall through that left hip. We're going to lift to the side, extend the bottom of the foot toward the back rim, bring the knee into the chest or just equal the other one, and then back out. Awesome. So we're going to go out, back, and in. Repeat. Out, keeping the core nice and tight at back, making sure that that belly doesn't drop. Don't go into a cat-cow, stay neutral, and then in. One more big circle going this way, out, back, and in. Now we're going to reverse it. So we're starting from that in position. We're going to go back, donkey kick it back. Keep the core nice and tight. Don't turn it into Kim Kardashian. Boom, lock it in. Side, toes are flexed, and in. Inhale. Exhale, stay nice and tight. That left glute, that standing leg should start to burn. Back and in. One more. Back, side, and in. Nice job. Reset. I'm just going to turn around just so you can see the other side working. Left leg. Let's find a tabletop. Again, lift that left leg and then stand tall on the right one. We're going to open up to the side. Flex the toes. We go back. Check in with the core. And then knee comes in. We open side. Back and down. Side. Back and down. Check in with the core. Check in with that standing hip. Don't sink into your hip like you're a valley girl. Stand tall. Last one this direction. Side. Back and down. Brief pause. We're going to send it back to that donkey kick. We go back, side, and in. Push through the palms of your hands to maintain that active upper body as well here, right? So everything is working. Back, side, and down. It's all connected. That upper body, core, lower back, and hips. Oh yes. Last one. Back, side, and down. Whew. All right, shake it out. We're going to get into some down dog. So from here, come on back down, tuck your toes, lift your hips, and find a downward facing dog. If this is brutal on your hips, or sorry, on your wrists, feel free to take a dolphin down dog. That's okay. Pedal out the feet wherever you are. Drop one heel and the other. Shine your chest towards your toes. Bring your ears past your biceps. And then just keep that beautiful bend in the knee. Feeling a nice stretch in the backside of those legs. We'll pedal out for 2 and 1. Walk your feet in towards your hands. We'll do a little yoga here because why not? Press your hands into your legs, the tops of your thighs, bend your knees, roll your shoulders down, halfway lift. Send energy through the top of your head, squeeze your glutes to lift, and then exhale, release. Reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful job. This is the short version. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more, please follow me or email me. Let me know what you thought, and I will see you next time.